Okay, it's the time is up, and I turned it off a long time ago. All is quiet on the western front. You can hear there's no sputtering. The pressure is all the way down. It's been down for probably an hour now. The longer you can leave it set, the better when you're actually canning. But an hour after the pressure has come down is certainly sufficient. I'm going to take that off. You heard a slight hiss actually when I took that off, which means the pressure wasn't down all the way, even though I thought it was. So it even would have been better to leave that on longer still. And I'm just going to take these off. Take the lid off. We're going to get some steam. And we can see on the top we've got no burst lids. Sometimes the lids will burst. There, you just heard one pop as it sucked in. No lids burst. And we will show you the jar remover. Oh, there, you can hear them now. They're sucking in because it's cooling down really quickly since I removed the lid. You can see this one here is actually still kind of boiling a bit. I just saw a little bit of movement in the jar. It's actually boiling a little bit, so I was probably a little bit premature in opening that. You can see a little bit of movement in this one too. So should have left it a little bit longer, but I think we'll still be okay. Alright, so what we have here is a mason jar lifter. The jars are still pretty hot, so you want to use a lifter. There's one of the Broth. There's another one of the Broth. Here's one of the fat, and look at that, it's crystal clear. The boiling, actually, this happens in brewing as well, coagulates the proteins in the mixture, and you can see causes them to sediment in the bottom. They coagulate out in sediment, so it's just crystal clear. That is just beautiful fat. Alright, so I'm just going to take all of these out of here. I will turn the camera off now and take the rest of them out. Okay, I just lifted the trivet off. I just wanted to show this one last thing before I lift them all out, that all of the lids are intact here. None of them have popped. That's why the fill level is important. If you fill your jars too much, it'll cause the lids to buckle when it's being processed and cause the contents to spill out. Okay, they're all out, and just one final quick note. Once these cool down completely, what you have to do is remove each of the rings and just wash the whole thing, because it gets pretty dirty in there. Little bits seep out actually when it's processing. So we remove the ring, the snap lid won't come off. If the snap lid does come off, then that's got to be either consumed right away or discard it because it's a faulty seal. But the snap lid should be very tight on there. Take the rings off, wash everything, dry it, and put the rings back on, then label it and store it.